player for Real Madrid, plays for Manchester United. He owns the team now. And then we have, later on, we're going to obviously see KRÜ as well. They're owned by Argentinians. We got Messi owns that team. So,
does he?
Yeah.
Ah.
Messi and Aguero own KRÜ. So
cool.
I think most of the investment in the South American region here at the RMRs right now are sports stars from the region. So that's kind of cool that we're seeing that transfer.
I'm really excited for Tom Brady to come invest in a North American.
No, that's never happening.
I know.
They can't let the balls flat in Counter-Strike. Imperial and Kasse. Here they go. T-side start here for Kasse. Imperial on the CT side. And we'll see what the defense looks like for the favorites in this matchup. Kasse getting ready to go into a heavy B play.
I saw a phoenix in those clouds. Vinny, Dooley's just hiding against the wall for the moment. Utility raining over. Flashbang going to turn for the follow-ups. There's the swing. A counter flash from the Imperial side of things shuts this hit down. 3 kills on the initial defense. And now the reinforcements have arrived. And these Glocks going to try and swing onto the bomb site. Good first kill. It's just down to Riccioli, though. And he will fall.
Imperial find themselves their first round. No bomb plant for Kasse. You would imagine no forward spy. And it should be a 2-0 start here for them. Tech issue, though. Small one, that.
I'll tell you what, you thought you're going to struggle with the name. It really rolls off the tongue.
Riccioli.
Yeah, Riccioli. Well, you put a whole Italian accent on it for no reason. Yeah. Might get a little weird, but I'm into it.
I mean, you can't. It's just Oli, you know? I don't know. It's just anything with E at the end of it. It just makes it feel Italian. There is a lot of Zeras now in the region.
I know. I actually really like it.
They got Big Zera, Venom Zera, Cold Zera.
I really like it. Just out of the fact that like you had a player bust into the scene in like 2015, as I said, best player in the world 2016, best player in the world 2017, 2-time major winner, and just inspired a generation of players. I think it's an absolutely beautiful story. So any Brazilian player who wants to add Zera to the end of the name, go for it. I got your back.
Yeah, I spoke to a bunch of Brazilians about it. Apparently, it's just like, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. They just put it at the end of, it's just a suffix they put at the end of the name. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just looking too deep.
No, it's definitely the Zera thing.
Okay,
It's the Cold Zera.
I wish people would add Taco to the end of their name.
Yeah. Surely he comes back at some point. No way.
He's already back.
Yeah, that's true. But I want to see him at the RMR.
Back. Yeah. Like physically present.
Yeah, physically present. Vinny. Good work with that. MP7, Riccioli down, and his teammates has got the blind side. It's Phelps to make sure that doesn't get a little bit hairy. Bomb plant denied as well, so Kasse with no extra money. It is looking good for Imperial, and finally we're going to get that first buy for Kasse.
And actually probably have a really big advantage in this round in terms of weaponry. If you look over at the Imperial side, it's 3 MP9s and MP7 and the M4A1. So only 1 rifle up against a stack of AK-47s. And so, I mean, obviously for both teams, would be a nice one to steal away for Kasse, just based off the fact that, oh, okay, I'll take it back. One upgrade on Phelps. He was like, 4 SMGs is a little bit too much.
4-1 start for Phelps.
Look at the aggression over at A ramp on the minimap. No way pushing up with Decenti. Got to get those SMGs close, and obviously a nice position to be able to gather some information in the mid-round if they feel necessary. It's going to be a B hit, as we can see from the minimap. All 4 Ts lined up in the halls, just waiting for this smoke to dissipate. I think the problem with 2 players dedicated to A ramp, I don't think Imperial felt super comfortable rotating until just now, until they realized there's not a whole lot of action going on.
Nice quiet start. But Kasse starting to position themselves for what is going to be a B finish. Now Vinny positioned himself in the apartments, getting deeper. He's going to hop up on top of that chariot.
This has taken too long to come to fruition, though. Like, Imperial already have a sense of what's going on.
Yeah, KRÜ is going to have eyes on the possibility of a connector flank. And here comes this smoke fade away. Vinny, close quarters, MP7 to the head. Nysen goes down. Riccioli actually won that fight against KRÜ over towards A. That molly has slowed them down with 25 seconds left. Phelps still over here, but Riccioli comes in behind, and he doesn't take the kill. Now, Phelps is still alive, but he's got to deal with the problem of the apartments, and it's not looking like he's going to be able to do that because Riccioli eventually shows up in behind him. So that'll work out in the end for Kasse. They get down into the B bomb side, bomb planted, and Imperial not in a position to fight for it.
Yeah, so simple from Kaze. And I mean, even it felt like Imperial had the read, but you got to give credit over to Riccioli. Gets himself into that lurk position over in Con, and actually just due to the timings of different utilities and this B hit being stalled out, he kind of had to be the impetus to the round. Swings out Con, takes out the jungle player, puts Phelps in an awkward place. And a good round win for Kaze.
A couple of extra kills being teed up right here. And they're going to spam down through the wood. Mine's losing the SMG, but it's holding onto the rifle. They want to make sure that happens, but they can. So Vicente falls. They've got enough money to buy again for Imperial. Kase feel the inflicted damage on the two players trying to save. So
Phelps is going to be a little bit hurt with only 2,600 in the bank in terms of it'll be interesting to see what he wants to buy, because he, as we saw in the last round, he is kind of that mobile player who's kind of rotating between the window over towards market to support the B bomb site.
So Phelps did buy an MP9, but he threw that over towards Vinny, and Phelps in return received an M4.
Oh, shout out to Vinny.
Yeah.
Stand-up guy.
Yeah, stand-up guy. Yeah, one of the best, actually. Great guy.
He actually is, yeah.
Just a legend. Mercioli out top mid. Phelps is going to come and play with No Way through mid. One from short, one down below Con, and Vinny needs to be careful because here they come into Molly. It's only an MP9 utility. Little sever off the main attack, but oh, Vinny, oh, he gets a double. That is huge. The distraction set up from short. Phelps' life pays dividends, and it's Vinny to get away with another one. Oh, nice shot from Tri. Great relocation to the crosshair. He'll go back again, and Riccioli has nothing to do. He's stuck at top mid. That is some fantastic work and teamwork in from that B bomb site defense.
Yeah, got to give Vinny a lot of love in this round. That's a perfectly timed molly on the spot. It disjointed the hit. It separated the four players over in halls, 2 and 2 essentially. And this is just, I mean, this is just Kaze just running back the same round they just ran, right? You have Riccioli on his own, elsewhere on the map, choosing his own position to lurk, playing for himself, and four players trying to hit that B bomb site. This time handled very well by Imperial. Double kill from Phelps.
Double kill from Vinny.
He got, yeah, that's right. God, my
Phelps
brain.
did assist in getting it, though.
Yeah, thank you.
It wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Phelps. You can see both of those players were occupied with Phelps' short side, and Vinny was able to get that double kill because of it. And then Tri, I don't know how we got a double kill either. You know, that first shot was sick. Deagles, P250s, Glocks for Kase.
Ooh, here we go.
Tries to position his up in the apartments, but yeah, I mean, this round isn't really expected to go even to the competitive realms.
Dang.
With that shot from Vicente, Nizen's in the Shadow realm. That's beautiful. Urbano fighting back. He's got one of his own.
Next gun round is going to be interesting to see what Kaze decided to do. They did that 4-1 in the B halls twice now in gun rounds.
Yep.
You have to imagine they're going to spread things out, maybe go for a default mid control. Although I'm interested, is this going to be a default kind of team, or is this going to be more just, you know, on a map like Mirage, you can also go really, really execute heavy directly onto the bomb sites, as we all know. So we'll be kind of curious to see what style they prefer to play with here against Imperial. Vinny hears plenty of footsteps, but only sees one player, so no cause to panic for the defense. Tries op, trained over towards A ramp. Good kill. And this will be a 4th round for Imperial.
Comfortably picked up. They only lose one to a brilliant shot from Urbano. It'll end up being a 4-1 lead for Imperial, who have started off the CT side very strong. Now we get into the gun rounds to see how Kase are going to be able to shape up against Imperial. There's that shot out mid. Yeah, that was sick.
It's a beauty.
Yeah. That was it, though. That was the only one.
Yeah, nothing to really build upon, and not enough resources to do anything with that kind of a kill. 3-round lead. Window smoke coming in, catwalk smoke coming in as well to provide some cover for Kaze to stream out towards the top mid boxes. I feel like a lot of flashbangs were just used. Or I should say, a lot of flashbangs were thrown, but I didn't really see any usage behind the throwing.
Casa will be pretty happy about getting Urbano into the connector this early into the round.
Okay, well, here's what they've done. They've gone for that kind of the utility to show mid control and just kind of they take it and make sure nobody's pushed up and clear out any aggressive CTs who weren't there. And they've all backed off to wrap around for an A hit with this lurk in position, but Descenti finding it this early is beautiful. And Imperial now all 5 of them in middle, clearing things out.
Diving down into the site, 45 seconds. Kase applying pressure in towards A. Double setup, and CT is eradicated by Ricoli, and that's going to work out real well. Phelps and No Way knocked out of there. And here comes Descente, close into the site, double kill, back, oh, make it 3. That is perfect. That is more than decent, and now Nysen coming back in from short. That defuse is already happening. He can't stop it. He can't make anything happen here. And it is Descente with just beautiful, beautiful kills.
Yeah, well, I mean, Vinny didn't need to take that death, but obviously taking the op away and even preserving it for your own team is absolutely beautiful to have that come to play right at the end of the round. So a small victory in the lost effort, but some nice shots. Actually, you know what? I'll be honest. I like that round a lot from Kaze. I think the main issue with it was he got control of Khan and in that lurk position so early that he's so exposed just trying to wait and buy time and just hope his teammates get into position fast enough that where he can be put into play, and it just gives more time for Descenti to figure things out.
Yeah, even despite getting both of those kills towards CT, round just unravels. They try to go for an early pick in towards CT. Urbano, the young 20-year-old, showing that he's got some
he's got a
D's pack in.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all, but Try's got an op on the other side of things, and that's a little bit better.
Yeah, BSD is going to be pretty disappointed with the fact that he just got melted early on the A ramp pick. The ult falls into the hands instead of Yeps. He's going to try and use his. Not a lot of experience in the major qualification for Kase. Obviously, not being familiar with a lot of the players, I'm sure you guys at home are also. But BSD, only one who's made the RMR appearance. It was a one-time thing. Actually, alongside Riccioli, actually, who made 2 appearances. So you know you've got 3 players in this squad who are kind of making their RMR debut, and so far, not so good. Vinny, he's got Phelps with him.
Yeah, Phelps has to be careful. He's about to get peeked by an op who's just going to go for the challenge. Okay, takes a shot, backs away. Vinny's going to be a very tough clear. No utility, no flashbangs to make it awkward or uncomfortable, no Molotov or smoke to make it damaging to be in that corner, and the attack is just entirely shut down. Deagle's got, or excuse me, op and Deagle have no response. Good job from Vinny and Phelps.
At least with the loss bonus, Jason, they have another buy, right?
Yeah.
You got another one of those.
I like that you're a glass half full kind of guy.
Yeah, of course. Because you can always have a refill. Doesn't really make sense, but...
I mean, you can in America.
You can in America.
Yeah. Got those, like, free 32-ounce refills.
Next time when you run for president, Jason, let's go.
That'll be my campaign.
You always have a refill.
Yeah. Refills always available. 5-round lead. CT side looking good for Imperial. They're going to force a timeout out of Kaze.
Yeah, probably a good time for it. I mean, if you lose this, it really does get out of hand. It gets out of hand real fast. Yet to really see BSD pop off with his AWP. Let's see if he can change that now. I did attempt an opening fight. Got blasted away by it. No way in the underpass, peering in towards top middle. Currently heavily positioned outside of the A bomb site, so Kase a direct hit towards the A site coming in now with utility.
Yeah, it does seem like the style they're working with is these 4-1 executes. Descenti, though, he's going to grab one over, and Palace blinded, could do nothing after the fact, and the smoke being blown open had some vulnerable CTs on the other side, but Phelps saves the day.
Look at this, in behind 2, but they're going to look at him. and eventually deal with that threat. So Tri goes back in towards Connector. BSD and Riccioli trying to do what they can for Kase. They desperately need a round here, and BSD looks to be the man to deliver it. So Vinny taking down a jungle, bomb plant now being secured, and Riccioli is his bodyguard inside of the site to secure that plant to make sure his teammate stays alive. He spotted out Tri inside of Connector. Here comes the util, and BSD, he's got it in him. There we go. We asked for it, we wanted him to show up, and BSD delivers with the AWP.
Yeah, beautiful final kills from him as well. Those angles towards Juggle and Khan, just clear lines of sight for the AWP, and he puts it to good work.
Yeah. Just looking over some of the ratings for this Kase team coming into the tournament, they're a pretty low-rated team, Jason. You know, not a lot of them have above a 1.0 rating. The highest-rated players, Nizen, over the last 3 months, a 1.05 rating, Urbano a 1.02. Everyone else is around like a 0.97 to 0.9 rating. So, they have not been having the greatest string of results recently.
No, that seems to be the Kase with a couple of Brazilian teams.
Not bad. That's not bad. Well, it is bad, but
it is pretty bad.
But I gotta give it to you, Jason.
I'm losing my mind at this point. Riccioli up on the bench is going to peer over the smoke towards Catwalk, trying to give his teammates a little bit of cover as they progress. You're going to have Phelps to deal with over in ladder room. Big round for Imperial. They're out of money after this buy. Oh.
Now you see him, now you don't.
That's a gift for Phelps to get out of an awkward situation, if I'm honest. Unfortunately, he's got to smoke himself off so he can no longer provide information or backup or anything towards Khan. It's all on Descenti, who's being spammed down and forced into the open where an AWP is holding the angle.
Yeah, another important kill for BSD. They're going to start slipping. Look at the bomb, though. Like, look how far back the bomb is. It's all the way at the T apartments. So even though they're in the A bomb site, doesn't matter because they have to go back and get that bomb, and now they've lost 2 players as well.
Yeah, and the player who's backing up to go get it was on A ramp, who'd love to be executing a split with his players coming up Con in this fashion. So it's gotten a little bit chaotic, and interestingly enough, in a 3-on-3, it might actually benefit them because the CTs are probably trying to read what's happening on the map, but there's no way to read this improvised insanity of having to pick up this bomb over to the B bomb site. So looking like Kaze is going to get that important 3rd round, because I don't think Phelps and Tri go for this. No kits, no utility. 1 nade, excuse me.
Yeah, if there was to be a round win, they would have moved a little bit faster here. No kits on their back, so round done. 3 in the bag for Kase.
And you've just given away the AWP for free, essentially.
Yep, you have. For some reason. I'm not quite sure why. So a 3rd round for Kase. Not bad. Starting to build something at least here, building a case for themselves on the T side.
It's going to build even more because there's no money. Imperial down to just 2K, maybe a little bit over it for guys like Phelps and No Way, but that's it's brutal the way their economy's just been ripped out of their hands. Really good job from Kaze in these past few rounds to chip away at it and then deal the killing blow.
I did see the biggest problem with this Kase team when I was researching them ahead of this tournament.
Yes.
When you type in CASE CS2, you know, funny enough, CS2 cases a little bit more popular than this team.
Yeah.
So you're never really going to be the #1 search result. So I did find that slight problem in the marketing. So maybe they could have some sort of case related.
Have you emailed Kaza? What's his name?
Casemiro.
Have you emailed him?
Not really in direct contact with him, but you know, would be interested in meeting him.
Yeah. Well, he might appreciate the heads up.
Hey man, I think you might have to change your name.
Yeah.
Because CS2 cases are more popular. I think that's pretty fair.
It is.
USPs though for Imperial, nothing to work with. Today it's really just all about figuring out if the Imperial system is better, Jason. At the end of the day.
I had that conversation just like earlier. That's weird.
With who?
People in the Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Okay.
Yeah. A nice lively debate about Imperial versus metric system. Yeah, I know.
Conversations about metric and Imperial.
It was just so exciting. I was just so jacked up. I just couldn't calm down.
Sounds riveting. I might join your Discord. Is this the talking counter Discord? Is this where we can have these conversations?
Those are the kind of conversations we have over there.
Wow. Fascinating. What was the conclusion?
The metric system is better.
All right, cool.
I mean, you can't really argue. It got us to the moon.
Did it?
Well, maybe.
Exactly. Oh, well,
I think so.
yeah, we all think so. Not all of us, but many of us.
Most of us.
Well, this round finally coming to a close. 4 rounds T-side. Not bad already. Let's see if they get a bit more.
Especially with like the slower start they had, right?
Yeah, they had
like,
a real slow start.
They could have been buried. You know, you could have gotten out to that slower start. You could have just been looking at, you know, the score line, and it just keeps getting wider and wider. But the fight back from Kaze has been nice. I think a lot of it, obviously, you know, you get shut down at the B bomb site a couple of times. They've found a decent amount of success over at the A bomb site. Yeah, a 6-1 start had to have been a crappy thing to hit tab and look at. But 3 in a row now, and you've got the money in an awkward place, so you're playing a bunch of rounds without an AWP on the defensive side, which is so nice.
Yeah, especially because Try did get a couple of rounds where he had multi-kills.
And now that you've had some of that success, you can open up the playbook a little bit more. You can even go back to the B bomb site and give it a shot if you're really feeling frisky. But you know that Imperial's going to have to give a little bit of extra attention to this A bomb site that's been exposed. And indeed they do. 2-for-1 trade at the A ramp. Nicely done.
Here comes Nouns, yeah. A little bit of a gap, though, for Vinny.
Oh, that's ratty.
I like that. That's good work from Vinny.
You would.
Yeah. I mean, use everything you can, really.
True.
And that might, well, it has ended the streak for Kase, unless Urbano and Riccioli have got anything for us. Urbano going in towards the connector. On the left side is Try, but Phelps has knocked him on his ass. He does leave Riccioli alone. Phelps makes sure that it's a second for himself. So 7-4 scoreline. Imperial back to the bye, back to winning ways. And last round of this first half coming right up. AWP back in the hands, though, of Imperial. So just the 1 round without the AWP. And Try will get that back into his hands to work with as we head into the last round of the first half of play. That was a good job done from No Way.
Really was. 7-4. A little bit of mid presence for both teams, actually. No Way is going to get aggressive, pushing up the ramp. Flashbangs come out. He's not blinded whatsoever. Clotheslines Urbano and then takes down Riccioli. And now it's looking solid, although I will say Descenti in a tough position. Here's the footsteps, able to react, and this will be an 8-4 lead for Imperial at the half. They bounce back and recover, snatch the last 2, and they've got a decent lead. I need sleep.
You really do. Did you mean to do that, or did that just leak out of your brain?
I was going to say decent, and then I was like, you know what? I'm like 85% of the way there. I might as well just take it the whole way home.
I like it. You're a dad after all, Jason. You can make those jokes.
I know. I don't like to lean on that, though. I just, yeah.
It's fine. Well, I have to say, the fact that Imperial won those last 2 rounds like this, that's gotta leave a pretty good taste in your mouth for Imperial. Because there's a very real world in which you go from a 6-1 scoreline, you feel like you fizzled out a little bit, but those last 2 rounds finishing strong, that's great work from him.
It's always nice when like you bounce back. They go on like that little bit of a streak. They had the advantage of like winning a round, and then your economy was broken. You know, like they got that USP round, and then you just come back and you dominate the last 2 just to get a good feeling going into this this short break as they switch sides.
All right. Let's see what Imperial's T-side looks like. And for Kase, any hopes of a win versus Imperial today hinge on a huge defensive effort. And a pistol round could take them a long way. It's going to be a full commitment towards the B-bomb site for Imperial, and Nizen waiting to go. So this USP could be devastating. Here come Kase. And oh my god, that was a clean headshot. That was,
really was.
Oh my god. All right, Nizen, great work. Try, he pulls it back.
Dishes him right back, doesn't he? Those were really cool shots. It kind of sucks that you don't have a more commanding lead after a couple of shots like that. Oh, and they're preparing a double swing. If anyone tries to evacuate the market, Try and Descenti are just going to put him down. Everything's covered. A really nice post-plant setup from Imperial.
Here's Descenti. And there he goes, Try. Just doing everything in this pistol round. 3 kills locked in already for him. Vinny and Try are going to close this out on Urbano, but the time will close him out alongside the bullet from Try. A 4K in this pistol round. Massive effort from Try to recover that, because there was some great shots in the initial defense. Try just melts them away. So 9-4 scoreline. Imperial with a pistol. Kase, I don't know if they shouldn't go.
I hope
right?
they save. I hope they save.
They have to save. Here we go. Get to see this again. I love when someone doesn't move their crosshair at all.
Yeah. They're just like, I'm going to hit the shot. Just the confidence to do it. Nicely done, but Try just a little bit better in the pistol. And yeah, they do go for this. You can recover from 410, but if you force by here and lose, and then you're looking at 411, that's so much less likely, it feels. So I like that they're putting some faith in the fact that they believe in the gun rounds. 6-round deficit as the M4s are going to come out here.
Feels like this is the gun round, to be honest.
The gun round of all gun rounds?
If they lose this gun round, Jason, it doesn't feel like there's much of a game left.
True.
So let's see what Kase have up their sleeve. With no AWP, it has to be
mid-aggression.
furious with the 5 rifles. And here's Urbano. That's easy. Vinny was falling the wrong way. Here comes Phelps, though, to try and recover it. Phelps and Try with a double back. Riccioli from Connector making sure numbers stay even. Bomb being picked up. And they're going to go back over towards A. That's what the final play forward will be from Imperial. In the open. No way to drop him. Nizen and Yeps left alone.
That's such a sick jiggle. He just put Riccioli like on a string and just held him in the open. That was going to be a tough fight once the jiggle came out. So he... Oh, just 1 kill for Yeps. At 2v1. But Nizen had those nice shots in the pistol, so if he can double it up here on this in this clutch situation, it'd be everything. And he's trying to take the 1v1 while the bomb is being planted. Now running out of ammunition. And no kit, no utility.
Bomb planted it behind triple. Try. He's got a great crossfire with his teammate here, who Descenti actually has a Molotov as well, so he can use that real late into the round. So Nizen, it is not looking good for you, buddy. With no kit on your back and Try's bullet in your brain, it's 11-4, and Kase have no money.
Yeah, and this might be a round where if you force by here, you can't really tell them it's the wrong decision. So we'll see what they decide to do. But 412 is such a desperate prospect. A force by might just be in order to try and create a miracle a little bit earlier.
So they've gone for the more conservative approach, leaving money in the bank to get one last hurrah here on Mirage. But it does not look likely it is going to amount to much, as Imperial now search for their 12th. Riccioli getting aggressive in towards ramp. He could cause a couple of problems here for Vinny. The 5-7 close up, especially when there's 2 of them. Yeah, this can melt opponents, and there's only 1 kill for Riccioli.
It was dangerous, though. The opportunity was there, so not a bad setup whatsoever. Just always going to be tough to try and come on top of that fight with just pistols. Bong being planted, in Imperial, a commanding post-plant situation.
They're about to get the same little result here for Imperial. 12-4. Can I say just... What's the point in throwing your life away, I suppose? So they're just going to hold for exits. Buy some time on the server.
I mean, even with this kind of a save, right? It's not going to be any kind of crazy buy. A couple players at 1,600, 1,800 in Urbano.
Yeah. It's not going to be great.
No. And now they have no more mistakes to make. Imperial just running over them on this T side. Defense has no stopping power for the moment. So we'll see what they bust out.
Well, they have a loss bonus.
Yeah, it was maxed out.
So
they actually get quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
I take everything back.
Goodbye. Max loss bonus helps out. Whether or not it is going to result in the comeback they want, that's a whole different story. So AWP for BSD. M4's on 4. And Kase ready to go to battle once more. Might be the last hurrah, might be the last legs. That is the most likely outcome. Urbano charging up top middle with some aggression. Did get the opening kill on Vinny a couple of rounds prior. But no real challenge this time. Here comes the flash. Vinny out, and Vinny this time wins that fight. He will get traded by Nysen from short side. BSD bringing one out over the top of the smoke, and that's try to fall down. So Kase with a 4 versus 3 could be 4v2 because this. Oh no, dude, that's sick from Phelps.
Those are the kinds of plays that Phelps made his bones on early in his career. This was a map where he was just an absolute menace, controlling connector, controlling jungle, controlling window room, and he's doing it again right now here for Imperial, but the AWP close up, prepared for that swing, that walk around the corner. I think Yeps missed the timing on Descenti.
Oh, got spotted now. And so Descenti's going to go down into the apartments. Now No Way charges into the open. Yeps had already repositioned on my top advance. So the buy for Kase keeps them in this fight for a bit longer. Money's still good for Imperial, so they'll buy again. It doesn't get any easier for Kase, but at least one extra on the board, a little bit extra server time.
Bang, good shot. Nicely done from the AWP on the CT side. Having some influence in keeping Kase in the fight. 7 more rounds to force overtime.
Commitment for Imperial with 4 of their forces heading towards B, and with that kill from Tri, surely they just run with it. Surely they just go. And BSD from short, it's a good shot. Tri's going to be taken out of the apartments, and BSD is just waiting for more, but they've slowed things down, Imperial.
Yeah, that first kill from BSD, and it's like the follow-up players are coming in just a little bit late, so good call, I think, for Imperial to just pull back and go for an audible. Let's try and change the attack using Phelps as a pivot point. Very centralized defense. But Imperial is just so patient.
Kioli gone out of the server. Nice and doing what he can to keep his team in this fight. Senti traded, but Phelps waiting for the time to strike through the window. He does find it. BSD now the last remaining player, and Kaze's time in the sun will come to a close. It'll be Imperial with a 13-5 victory, a very strong showing in their opening game here of the RMRs.
Yeah, been absolutely lovely. Phelps has 16 kills, Tri has 19 kills. Things are working. CT side got a little, I mean, it wasn't bad in any stretch, and didn't have any kind of crazy faults to it, but a little run from Kaze. But this T side has just been them melting through this defense with no problem whatsoever. There's the final kill, 13-5 for Imperial as they move 1-0. And they're looking at that 1-0 section of this without any of the big favorites, and they're like, "Great, this is beautiful."
The 1-0 looks like it should have been the 0-1.
Yeah, it does to a certain extent. Yeah.
To a certain extent, sure. But Imperial and Pain on our side of the stream, at least.